I'm here with the great Freddy Roach. Freddy, can you tell us about, how you first started training with Manny and when you realized that he was an amazing fighter?
Well, they walked in my gym about 12 years ago. Him and Mr. Nazario, his manager at the time, and they asked me to work the mitts with them. And after one round on the mitts, I walked over to my people. I said, "Wow, this kid can fight."
Do you remember the day when you first met Freddy?
Yeah, I was remember that was 2001, and we met here at the gym, Wildcard Gym.
And what was your first impression of him?
Um, my first impression when we do meet, um, I like him when we meet.
He walked over to his manager and said, "We have a new trainer." So we kind of hit it off right away. I never really met anybody that had the explosion that he has on his punches, with the speed and the power. And just for a little guy, he weighed 122 pounds back then. It was just amazing. And we really hit it off from day one. And then, a month later, the number one contender fell out of the title fight. He was the next available opponent. He fought Lid Wava for the world title, knocked him out in the fourth round, and it's been just a great run ever since then.
At that point, he said he knew you were going to be an extremely special boxer. Did you know that about yourself then?
I don't know. I'm not expecting that. I'm not expecting that I'm going to be like this. But of course, I believe myself.
When you first got him, what were the main things that he needed to work on? What was he already good at? How did you take his training to another level?
Well, he only had one hand. He had a big left hand, and that was knocking everyone around. We were kind of satisfied with that for a while. And then he lost to Morales. And after he lost to Morales, I told myself it's my job to make his right hand as good as his left. And I just kept working on that. And just we're dominant with one side because of activity, of course. So the activity on the right side, we overwhelmed them with the activity with it, just usage, and just developed that. And it took almost 8 years to get to where we're at right now. Yep, 8 years to get to where Manny Pacquiao is. He hasn't lost a round since that. But it did take us 8 years to get there, and the footwork and the hand speed and the both hands and so forth. So now he's a much more complete fighter, and he hasn't lost a round in a long time.
What else, both physically and psychologically, has Freddy helped you with?
I think everything helped me a lot, especially the strategy and different techniques. And for me, he's the best trainer.
I've seen some talented guys in the past and so forth, but not the potential that Manny had. And who'd have known that back then, though, from 122 pounds, he'd be fighting at welterweight 147. I would have never guessed it. 8 world titles later, he set the bar so high. 8 world titles, I believe, will never be touched. No one will ever break that record, and Manny Pacquiao has done that, and it's been great being part of it.
I'm Melissa Rohlin, reporting for the Los Angeles Times.